Most people rejected his message. Neither Hitler nor Napoleon invaded Russia in winter, they started in summer and just took until winter. Shut up. They hated Jesus because he told them the truth. You're teleported to 44 BCE Rome in your everyday street clothes. You're brought before Caesar and he believes you might be from the future, hoping to bring him fortune. One day he questions you, asking how do I die? Surrounded by friends. Caesar says he is getting stabbed and remembers. When you are a Soviet cosmonaut in a space station and you find out your country fell to pieces while you were away. Be at Stalin, attending his first wife's funeral. With her dies my last warm feelings for humanity. Future USSR. Jerusalem. Why is it when something happens it is always you three? America and Britain, Germany, Soviet Union. Both world wars were started by some Austrian guy being in the wrong place. The plague. Rats. Europe. Give me democracy or give me death. Or give me death. Very poor choice of words. A third world country starting a war. Europe after World War I. Somebody's gotta pay. Pay for what? I don't know, just pay. King Henry VIII. Oh boy, sure hope my newborn child is male so he may inherit my crown. His wife about to tell him the baby's gender. If I had a nickel for every time an Austrian guy was responsible for a world war, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot but it's weird that it happened twice. Greek culture. Romans. But sex. Habsburg. Keep the bloodline pure. Also Habsburg. All of Europe. Goes to war. The Swiss. Awesome solo. Poland. Plus Lithuania. Teacher. Today we talk about the fall of Constantinople. Girls. Gosh, how boring. Boys. Napoleon arrives to Moscow. The Russians. We've got a city to burn. Not a cell phone in sight. Just people living in the moment. Oversimplified. Me. Teacher. Today we are talking about the Battle of Thermopylae. Kids who have seen 300. Okay guys, any problems? Be honest. Average Chinese citizens? No. Of course not. Well, if we are being honest. Gets shot before speech. Assesses wound. Does speech anyway. Nazi Germany. The Allies. Austria. The citizens. Where did the doctors go? Stalin. Gone. Reduced to atoms. During sex. Me. I want you to hurt me. Hair. The Mongol Empire really wasn't that impressive. Me. What? Hair? It lasted a little more than a century before collapsing due to an inefficient succession system. Other empires were far more stable and others better. Me. Stop. Arguing that democracy was a mistake, and advocating for a constitutional monarchy. Modern society. The ghost of Otto von Bismarck. Yes, I'm a capitalist. Yes, I live under a communist regime. Yes, we exist. Not for long. Declaration of Independence flagged as hate speech by Facebook. Benjamin, get the musket. Something bad happens in USSR. USSR. Americans. Slavery. Exists. The United States. When you go to our history memes but it's only human history. Will you press the button? You will be the biggest producer of steel but 30 million people die of starvation. A small price to pay for salvation. Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi when he created algebra. X can be whatever I want. My wives have failed to give me a son. The father determines the gender of the baby. People. This generation is so violent, I wish we could go back, people in medieval times. Hey, let's just cook this guy inside a metal bull. USA. German scientist after 1945. World War I generals when they only lose 2,000 soldiers to get 10 feet of ground. I see this as an absolute win. When you can't build panzers, so you build thousands of tractors instead.
Improvisieren, anpassen, überwinden.
What if the Roman Empire reunited today? Don't do that, don't give me hope. Joining World War I because 30 million people died. Joining World War I because 128 Americans died. This is not what America is about. America is about. Opens history book. Uh-oh. Frantically starts flipping those pages. Uh-oh. Oh no. No no no. Uh-oh. If you could kick out all persons who share one character trait from Earth, what trait would that be? Didn't someone in Germany try this a few years ago? Literally any other incidents of ethnic cleansing, the Holocaust. Germany, it's time you learn about money. And the importance of Germany, no. Copy machine. When you realize you have more troops than Hitler has bullets, we see this as an absolute win. People living in a democratic country, the head of the state. Everyone knows who's in charge, the people. Me, right? Yes, you of course. 32 minutes of soothing, relaxing, meditating World War I sounds. Me, hears men screaming in agony and suffering. Me, falls asleep peacefully. Doctor, congratulations, it's a girl. Chinese parents under the one-child policy, shame. Civilization, Greece, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Rome. We made this. You made this. I made this. When Hitler comes to power through legal means then installs a fascist dictatorship, I use the democratic system to destroy the democratic system. When you start a revolution over a 2% tax and now see your population being taxed 37%. American Revolution 2. Electric Boogaloo. Walls work. Lol no. Switzerland doesn't get invaded for 200 years. Poland. Is it possible to learn this power? Something bad happens. Americans in the Cold War era. Commies. Judging people by the color of their skin. Judging people by the content of their character. English students studying the entirety of their country's history. Are we the baddies? Independence from Britain is celebrated somewhere in the world, on average, 1 in every 7 days. He was a city boy from the streets of New York. She was a country girl from Arkansas. But it was 1802 and they did not have means to travel. The end. Hera. Zeus. Literally anyone else. Suicide when you lose. Suicide before you lose. Suicide before you win. Suicide after you win. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Develop a devastating weapon to end the war. Nuke the enemy's city, killing everyone in it as a display of power. They don't surrender. They don't surrender. Nuke them again. Rape and kill the Chinese in Nanking. Sneak attack America at Pearl Harbor. Get nuked twice. Get nuked twice. Act like a victim and never apologize for your crimes. Japan. Mongolia. I have fought against China the most. No, I have. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Amateurs. Athens. Sparta. Why are you gay? German scientists in 1933 to 1945. German scientists after 1945. Berlin to Warsaw in one tank. Me. Dad, how do I make a girl like me? Dad, treat her like a princess. Later. Me. Executes her in a socialist revolution. We did it. We time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. How is the situation in the Balkans? It's shitty. We are somewhere between forever and always. When 250 wars were started after World War II and you failed to stop every, but it's okay cuz you get to wear cool blue helmet and call yourself peacekeeper.